Hi, and welcome back to Trak. Today, I want to walk you through signing in and signing out of a job and the way that links to both subcontractors that are linked to your jobs and also staff and timesheets. So, first things first, we need to have a look at the way we want to use our signing in and signing out. For some businesses, they just want to know a GPS stamp of a staff member or contractor on a job. They don't want it linked to timesheets or anything like that. In that instance, it's fine. You can sign in and sign out on the job. But if you want to manage timesheets linked to signing in and out, and you want your contractors who are shared to your system to be able to sign in and out, the first thing we need to do is go to our company settings and look at our timesheets. In our timesheets, you'll see there is an automatic timesheet update option within Trak. This is simply designed that if you do a function on a job, it adds that job to your timesheet. With our signing in and signing out, if you select the item here and save your ticket, it will then allow your staff to sign on to the job. It GPS stamps the location of that staff member when they sign on, and it will start their timesheet running. If you sign out of a job, once again, it will sign you out of the job, and you'll be able to manage that system really easily for signing in, signing out, and where your staff are when they start and stop. Now, what is important here is when you have your start and stop times in Trak, this does link a little bit to your start and stop times on your scheduler. So the way that Trak works is that if you sign on to a job and you forget to sign out of a job, it will automatically sign you out at your finish time. So it's not just going to keep adding hours and hours and hours to the job forever. Okay. The other thing that's good about this is if you do overtime and you work past your allocated finish time and you sign out afterwards, it will just adjust the time for you. Okay. The other component when linking signing in and signing out is your contractors. So if we go to our subcontractor settings, company settings, and subcontractor settings, we can see there's lots of things that we automatically do or don't do when we're allocating jobs to external companies within Trak. So when you share a job with an external company, they receive that job. You can obviously share files and notes and descriptions and client information. But one of the items here is when you want to see what your subcontractors have signed in or out of a job. So simply that will mean if you've got a contractor company working on your behalf and you ask them to sign on to the job, when they do, it will then automatically come into your account, update your activity feed and tell you this contractor has signed into this job at this date and time, and you'll be able to see the location of that contractor in relation to the job. Okay, it's a great way to be able to see, is your contractor on site, rather than having to ring them and make sure, or receiving a phone call from a client, wondering where they are. Now, all of these settings will link to our jobs. So when we open a job up in the Trak platform, front and center, you'll be able to see a sign on button. Okay, nice and easy in the way that this works. When you sign on, it will automatically sign you into the job. Depending on your device and the settings and the privacy settings, you may need to allow access for this. When you sign on to the job, if you've got it linked with timesheets, it will start your timesheet running. If you're a contractor company, it will notify the parent owner of that job. Effectively, what it does is it GPS stamps your location and it will mark that on the job. Okay. The other good component about this is it also saves a history of sign-ons on your left-hand side. Depending on your access to the platform, you'll be able to see a sign-ons tab here where you'll be able to see who was signed in and who was signed out, the associated details and times, and you can manage that in the system. Okay. This allows you to be able to see how many times someone signed on to the job in the history of your platform. This is really important when you start looking back at jobs and saying, how many times did I go here? How many times did I allow to go here and why? So this is a great way to be able to see it. It's also really handy to be able to see who is still signed onto a job quickly and who is signed out, so that you know potentially if you've got a large amount of staff, are they safe and have they finished for the day? If you've got any questions or queries in regards to signing in or signing out of jobs, please reach out to our team. We'd be more than happy to help. And thank you for using Trak.